everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Men's Lone Star Conference Basketball Online Media Day. I'm Lucas Kinsey for the Lone Star Conference. Thanks for joining us today. I'm with West Texas A&M men's head basketball coach, Tom Brown. Coach, first of all, thanks for being with us, and congratulations on being selected first place again in this year's Lone Star Conference preseason poll.
Yeah, it's a really nice honor. You know, it's a lot of hard work has gone into it, and I think we've established a pretty good program over here at WT, and you know, it's nice to be recognized by your peers, but a lot of work to do, getting the guys ready to go. We haven't had too many great practices just because of the COVID, but last couple of days have been pretty good, so I know our guys are fired up, ready to go, and the expectations are very high. That's always a good thing, but trying to live up to them now. We've got to battle every day and hopefully get better as the season goes on.
Tom, you return a trio of guards that most people feel are maybe the best in the country. You've got juniors Quay Grant, who was named the Lone Star Conference Preseason Player of the Year, also Joel Murray and Jonell Fugit. Last season, those three players combined to average 51 points, 14.5 rebounds, 10.5 assists, and 5.5 steals per game. How excited are you to have those three young men back again for the Buffaloes?
Yeah, those three guys are pretty special, and they really kind of the big three for us this coming year. You know, it's something that they feed off of each other really well, play together. They're all three very unselfish and they want to win, and I think that's what makes them really special. You know, they all can play defense. That's the other thing is, you know, you can't pick on one of them. They all can guard, and they can guard full court, half court. They can do it all. And it's going to be a lot of fun seeing those guys out there. The unfortunate part is we haven't had them all three together for a practice yet. You know, we've had one out with quarantine, then one gets the COVID, so they're going to isolate. Then you got to go see the cardiologist like 4 times before you can come back to practice. And so it's been really, that's been a little bit difficult. Jonell is the last one that's been out, and he's just been kind of, you know, for a West Texas term, biting at the bit or chomping at the bit, something with a bit in there, Lucas. But he's, you know, ready to go, and the guys that have been in practice look pretty good. But again, we've got a long ways to go, and we haven't had the full squad there very much the last 3-4 weeks.
So, Coach, we lost just 2 seniors last year, both very good players, and they meant a lot to the program, Jordan Collins and Eric Mosley. But you didn't have to add too much to this roster for the upcoming season. Let's talk a little bit about some of your new additions to this year's squad. I know you're excited about a couple of veteran transfers and then some exciting freshmen as well.
Sure. You know, just to touch on that, and you're right, Lucas, is, you know, Eric Mosley meant so much to this program and did so many little things. He is going to be really, really missed. He's someone that we're trying to replace, and it's very difficult to replace a player like Eric Mosley and Jordan Collins, the all-time leader in games here and games won in a career. It's just, you just don't replace a guy like that. You know, he won the most games ever at WT, and he never started. That's an unselfish player. That's a guy that you always want to have on your team. And he's someone that I'm really proud of to wear the uniform. So those two are going to be really missed. And then Derek Geddes is going to really be missed as well. Derek just left us, and he's going to go work and start his career in business. But, you know, it's really tough losing those 3 guys. Also Marshall Johnson and Ty Bryant. Marshall is finishing up school, and school is just too demanding right now for him. And then Ty is actually going to join us on the coaching staff. So when you lose guys like that, maybe they didn't score a lot of points, but they were an integral part of the team, and it's going to be really tough to replace all those guys. But you're right. Very excited about Hugo, Parker, Torian, and Kelvin. Four additions. And again, we've had some of those guys have been out with COVID. 2 of those, Calvin and Hugo, I haven't seen in practice for the last 2 weeks. And so it's really fun getting those guys on the court and getting them to understand what we're trying to do. But it's been a little bit frustrating just because we haven't had them on the court. But very excited for those 4 players, and I think they will make an immediate impact right away.
So Tom, tell us your thoughts on what will be a very different looking schedule in 2020-21, just a conference only schedule. What are your expectations? Though you mentioned it every year, the expectations are high. This team is preseason ranked number 3 going into this season. So tell us about the schedule, the new look schedule, and your expectations.
Sure, expectations are always high, and I think they are for every team. And it's exciting time of the year. You got the new players, new faces, and it's a lot of fun. But it's how we, and we just talked about it with our guys today. Is expectations are high, which is great. But how do you keep getting better and keep improving? And that's something that you have to just be consistent. And there's going to be some bad days and some good days. And you just keep fighting through, especially in this COVID season. You might lose a starter, you might lose 2 starters, and still have to go play a game. And it's the next man up, and it's going to be like that for all teams in the Lone Star Conference. And so it's going to be an interesting year. It'll be a challenging year, but you got to just keep doing the best that you can, have fun with it, and hopefully, by the end of the year, maybe we get this COVID under control, and maybe we can have some, the conference tournament and get into the national tournament and maybe make a run, because there's some very good teams at the top. Northwest Missouri State, Lincoln Memorial is one of the top ranked teams, and some others. And there's some conferences that actually have already canceled their season. So it's wide open. Anybody could win it. And again, you just got to you got to battle through some tough times and not get too high, not get too low, and have fun with the season. And that's what we're trying to do.
All right, Tom, thanks so much for joining me today, and good luck this season.
Hey, thanks a lot, Lucas. Appreciate it.
The number 3 nationally ranked Buffs start the season on Friday, December 11th, and December 12th, Saturday, against number 18 ranked St. Edwards University, and that's in Canyon at the First United Bank Center, where WT has won 44 straight games. I'm Lucas Kinsey for the Lone Star Conference. Thanks for watching the 2020 LSC Men's Basketball Online Media Day.